So, speaking of deep characters that you associate with, we've known it was coming. It's been announced mostly, but we really got to see this thing in action for the first time. PlayStation AllStars Battle Royale.
Yes.
It is PlayStation meets
Smash Brothers.
With a very Sony twist to it. You've got
Sweet Tooth.
You've got an interactive map for one.
Mm-hmm.
The actual board has things that, not just like things that move or things that get in the way. You've got characters from the game that will show up and wreak havoc.
It's like they ripped a page out of Mortal Kombat with the destroyable backgrounds.
Right. It's really cool. They announced 2 new playable characters that we did not know about. Little Sister for 1 and Drake for 2. Drake we had to assume was going to be playable. Anybody who didn't know that is crazy.
Right.
But the Little Sister being playable is cool.
Now, it's a lot, like you guys said, it's a lot like Super Smash Brothers.
Right.
But a lot more hard-hitting. Oh,
yes.
my goodness.
And and the point is different.
Yep.
It's a 3-minute point-based battle, and you get points seemingly only by using specials.
It seems that way.
Yeah, they call them supers.
Yes, supers.
Which is a pretty standard fighting game sort of special move category. But yeah, there were 3 levels.
Right.
Obviously, we saw in the actual gameplay footage, Sweet Tooth got up to 3rd, and when he did, he owned everyone. He got 4 kills.
Right.
Like
this
just
big
from that
monster thing
yeah.
he got into.
And we saw Kratos with a couple level 1s and some other stuff like that. So supers are definitely the ways that we saw to really get the kills. I know that like in Smash Brothers, you could build up the damage quite a bit to the point where if you flicked them, they would fly off the screen. Didn't really seem like that here. You really gotta be proactive about beating on the other guys to build up your super bar.
Yes.
And you have to be defensive because it's also based on your kill-death ratio.
Right.
So you can't just go on this dying spree and get a couple of kills. You have to balance that.
Right. Now here is the big, cool, important feature. Cross-platform playable. You can play PS3 and Vita same time.
Speaks volumes for Sony to wake up and go, you know what, this one we can't miss on.
Yeah, it's about time they've really accepted the cross-platform play. And this isn't the only game they've done it in. They've given us some cross-platform, or at least cross-controller play with Little Big Planet 2. That was cool to see. And I even wanted to make note that I'm impressed with Sony's logo for cross-platform.
Yeah.
It is half PlayStation controller, half PS Vita, with arrows in the middle.
Right.
It's very simple. It's like 3 simple lines, and I got to give them credit for that one. It worked out well for them.
It could almost be Metro.
It could be if they put it in a tile like they did the opening of the press conference.
Yep. It's a bunch of live tiles in the backdrop.
Yeah.
So for those of you who might be wondering, Fat Princess, played by some Asian guy, actually won the match that they had, which was pretty cool.